All right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. A lot to dive into and discuss, from an update on Legacy, more esports organizations joining the scene, why they're actually joining the scene, a massive tournament that's going to completely shake up Apex Legends, roster drama, roster changes, LAN location updates, and predictions for the regional finals today. By the way, it all comes down to a head today. We're going to find out which teams are going to LAN, which North American teams are going to win regional finals, and the EMEA scene as well. So like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date with all things going on in the Apex Legends esports scene. Without further ado, let's dive into what's going on right now. So firstly, Team Legacy not signing to Liquid or G2. A new org is joining the conversation. So this was an article I posted out yesterday, and we actually did get some confirmation from G2 Rob that G2 was actually not looking to get back in the Apex scene. So whatever source that was apparently was not telling the whole truth. However, it was confirmed by 3 other sources that Team Liquid, on the other hand, is 100% coming back into the scene. And unfortunately, so I'm going to go ahead and say this, although I know it's G2 Rob, I know it's the manager, I know he knows what he's talking about, I would not be surprised if G2 somehow gets involved, and I'll tell you why. It's actually got nothing to do with Apex getting better. It's got nothing to do with just, oh, we all want to get back in Apex now because the partnership, it's got nothing to do with that. And I actually think that the reason esports organizations are wanting to join back in, and honestly, without even hesitation, is because of Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. If you guys have not seen this story already, there is actually going to be a massive World Cup, an esports World Cup in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, with a rumored $30 to $50 million on the line. It is unbelievably big, and Apex Legends is going to be getting an invite there. Now, whenever I posted this, a lot of pros came at me like, yo, how did you know this? Who told you this? So apparently it was some top secret information that somehow got out. And whenever I posted it, some people got aggravated and whatnot, but it is what it is. But this is really the bigger reason as to why these teams are getting involved. And you may say, well, why? What's this prize pool that big of a deal? Of course, it's a big of a deal, but it's not only that. It's rumored that these teams are actually getting paid to simply participate. So I guess Saudi Arabia, you know, this Esports World Cup Foundation is looking at this and thinking, will they even want to come and play over here? Who knows? Let's just give them some money to even participate. So all these organizations are looking at this as free money to get involved. Free money for participation because it's going to be such a big event, and free money obviously if you get yourself in that big slot of the prize pool. So it makes total sense, but I guess it's a little bit of a downer that it's not because Apex is getting better. It's not because the partnership program is that much better. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure G2 is not a fan of the new partnership still. They don't necessarily think it's enough, and maybe I agree, but it's Riyadh, Saudi Arabia that seems to be the reason why all these esports organizations are wanting to come back. Now, I also posted this, and then K Swinny from E6 had posted and retweeted with a bunch of eye emojis. So it seems like this is definitely confirmed. You know, eye emojis always tell the full story, but I thought it was interesting nonetheless. You guys probably wanted to know that there is going to be a massive tournament coming up that's not ALGS related, but Apex related, and it's causing teams to get back into the game. So I wouldn't be surprised if almost every esports organization is trying to get in right now. Matter of fact, I know about 6 organizations that have already made offers, and I've actually got picture proof of the offers, but I can't leak it. So I know these teams are wanting to get in. So let's dive into Legacy, right? If it's not G2, if it's not Liquid, then who the heck is it? Well, somebody had pointed out that Virtus Pro 100%. They already just recently followed Virtus Pro. So all the Legacy players recently followed VP or Virtus Pro on Twitter. So maybe that's one that they're looking at. We've also heard of Crew Esports. We've heard Team Vitalities. There's been a lot of people apparently trying to bid to get into the scene because I think it goes based off of, you know, split one performance, and they might invite certain teams based on their performance here. So that seems to be why, you know, Cloud9 didn't want to wait around. They didn't want to wait and, you know, see if they make LAN. I guess they just kind of take the gamble and just go ahead and try to get involved. So not 100% sure, but we've heard of a lot of South American, organizations, a lot of Spanish organizations are trying to get in. So who knows who Legacy might go to, but Virtus Pro seems like a good one, right? If they just recently followed on Twitter, it wouldn't surprise me a bit. Now, also want to talk about LAN locations. Now, at the time of making this video, this LAN location has not been announced, but the article is down in the description below for when it is going to be announced. So basically, it's going to be announced live during the regional final live stream today. So whenever it gets announced, we're going to have that article out, and if it's out by the time you're watching this, it's in the description. But we know it's coming today because someone had posted, all I want to know is where ALGS is going to be held. Well, the brand marketing lead for Apex Legends Esports posted a very cryptic message. Can you believe that regional finals is happening tomorrow? I know I'll be watching regional finals. The regional finals broadcast is going to be a banger with eye emoji. So very clearly, they're going to be dropping these LAN locations today inside of the regional finals live stream. So once again, if you guys want to catch it live on their stream, go for it. If not, we'll have our website down in the description below so you guys can check for that article to be released as soon as they release it today, and we'll have it very quickly. Also wanted to mention some roster updates and drama, more so like news and upsets that are happening really. So first off, looks like Mandy is not going to be playing with 40% worse with Shiv and Zerafer anymore. Shiv posted looking for one with Zerafer for the MEA Pro League qualifier for split 2. Then we've got a crazy clip going on from Shiv and Co. So from Presley and Team Penis and the skirt situation. So Presley basically came out and said, without publicly saying it, but I feel like it needs to be said. And I love Ablralelie, right? But these comments are very clear. All of these people in the comments are frustrated with Ablralelie. They think that definitely Ablralelie is the problem and the one to blame here. Scurwy, Jevy Media even saying, a big prominent person in the community, Scurwy trusted Ablralelie. In return, he got endlessly farmed and lost his roster spot. Respectfully to Al, but his trail of destruction is impressive. Hopefully Scurwy can bounce back. So in this clip, you'll see basically that Presley says that they had a decision to make to either screw over Scurwy or screw over Scurwy. There was no way around it basically, and they had to basically pick what was most beneficial for them. Roll the clip.
The 3 players who play will make up the new team. So myself, Hambino, and Scurwy ended up being the new skirt. So that puts the roster in our hands, and it puts Scurwy in a very awkward position, because we all talked and we all wanted to team back together, myself, Chase, and Ham. So we could have gone about that 2 ways, right? So Challenger Circuit number 1, we won. Myself, Hambino, Chase won Challenger Circuit 1. So we have our guaranteed Pro League qualifier spot. But because I played the last week of Pro League, I am now considered part of a Pro League team that got relegated. So myself and Ham are both in Pro League, but we're a team that is getting relegated. That put us in a weird position where it's like, okay, we can either leave Skirt and go back to Challenger Circuit with Chase, or we can stay on Skirt and bring Chase up to Skirt. So it's either we leave Scurwy and go to CC, he loses his spot, or we stay on Skirt as a Pro League team, we get relegated, and we bring on Chase. Both situations, Scurwy kind of he's done. Like there's no good end of it.
So unfortunate stuff to say the least, but I guess it is nice to see that Team Penis obviously will have their way in the finals of Pro League qualifier. I think they are a very deserving team, probably the #1 Challenger Circuit team anyways, as far as skill goes. So I know those guys deserve to be inside the Pro League, so I'm excited to see if they actually do end up making it. Now, let's talk about the actual regional finals today. So first off, Dark Zero, the #1 team. You got all these top 20 teams, right? All the way to 9 lives that are competing in today's regional finals. If you do not get the top 12 inside of North America, you're cut, you're gone. So that means we're going to see upsets, by the way. There's too many prominent teams now inside of North America that if you have Optic Gaming, XSET get in, or whoever, you're going to lose out on an Oxygen, a Cloud9, an SSG, or somebody. So somebody that is really respected is not going to make it. It's just that simple. So I do think that XSET will make it. I don't think Optic Gaming will make it. I honestly think that we're going to probably stay around these 5 teams right here on the brink. I think Elevate will be just fine. I think TSM will be just fine. I think SSG will be just fine. I really think it's between Oxygen, Cloud9, and XSET. I don't think Dropped In Gaming is going to make it, but obviously we could see a banger day. I don't even know if it's mathematically possible for EC to make it, but they did win one of their Pro League nights, so I guess at the end of the day, they very well could. But as far as I have winning this series of regional finals, I do think Dark Zero is the #1 team, but I have a gut feeling today it is going to be Moist Esports that takes the dub for the North American scene. And I don't know why. I just know that they've been good, they've been consistent, but they haven't really shared the limelight. When it comes down to regional finals, I think they're going to pull it together, and I do think it's going to be Moist Esports in the end. Then when it comes to Aurora, obviously their side is different. The EMEA side only has 8 spots, so not 12, because North America has earned those 12 spots. But inside the top 8 right now, you have pretty much every team you know and respect besides Cybercats. I guess I thought the Cybercats would be there. Omit, which was formerly ESG. I really think that those guys deserve to be there as well. So I think Aurora, obviously, you know, how do you argue that they don't win? Aurora has won everything. I don't think there's a more dominant team inside of a region right now than Aurora inside the EMEA scene. So I do not, I love 07, probably my favorite team in this region, but I don't think they're going to win. I don't think Alliance is going to win. I just think Alliance is really good at putting up points right now, but I'm looking for really strong teams that are looking to actually win. And honestly, I know that E6 has done it before, but I don't think that there's a simple way to look at this and not pick Aurora. Aurora is literally by far the strongest team in this region, in my opinion. So I know it's a caveat or it's a cop-out pick. Aurora is just that good, in my opinion. So I predict Aurora takes the dub in the EMEA scene, and then Moist Esports takes it in the North American scene. Now, unfortunately, I did have a really fun tool for you guys to use in all of this as well. I don't know if it's going to be live in time. If it is, it'll be live on my Twitter, so of course check it out. But until the next time, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date with all things going on in the scene. And until the next time, we'll see you all later, Gators.